Hello there, friends. It's the Cinemondo podcast. Kathy, Ramesh, me.
Hello.
The trailer. This is a trailer review that we're going to do, and apparently the title means animal, and I know that because Ramesh told me.
Ramesh just told us, but also it was a request for us to cover from ZEE5.
Okay.
And they usually, and what I like about the movies too is that you can get them online fast.
Right.
So it's a cool. They have a really like huge library. I watch a lot of Indian movies on there. You know, you can't really. It's hard to beat them when it comes to finding Indian content. So if you really love Indian movies, it's a good place to check. But this, when they ask us to do a movie, I know it's probably gonna be super interesting. So we always try and cover it. So let's check it out. Let's do it.
Everybody quiet. Hold the work. And
is it working? No.
यही जगह बोली थी।
हेलो
ओरी मोरी मैया मुंडी गायब। क्या है सर, ये पहली बार देखी इतनी सड़ी हुई लाश।
इस केस का इंचार्ज तू और फटाफट इस केस को सॉल्व कर। तो पहले तेरी वर्दी खा जाए
immediately.
तुम्हारे होते हुए सर गायब हुआ है। अब जल्द से जल्द इस सर को ढूंढो।
ये लाश कहीं दफन थी, इसे या तो जानवर ने निकाला है या फिर किसी इंसान ने।
राब्ता कहाँ है? छंद का मिल्खा कहते हैं मौके।
चूतिया समझा तूने पुलिस को? सबके सामने लाश निकाली है तूने वहां से?
मारना होता तो उसी वक्त मार देता। कुछ पता है तो क्या?
कुछ नहीं जाना साहब।
अरे मुझे कौन सा वो चोर उचक्का मन आते हैं, इनमें मजा आता है। ड्यूटी है।
और मौके कौन संभालेगा?
खाना खा लेना। यू आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट।
जाती कभी नहीं जाती।
नींद चौथ।
गलती मत करियो मामा, ठोक दूंगा। सच सच बता दे, तेरे लिए अच्छा होगा।
Who is the prey? I was about to finish my line.
किस दलदल में फंसता जा रहा हूँ, जितना निकलने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ उतना ही धंसता जा रहा हूँ।
कुछ भी नहीं किया।
गुस्सा आदमी के जनावर बना देते।
Turns me into an animal. Nice, C5. All right, so if you say headless corpse, I'm watching it. That's what it is. Sorry, but it is. So I'm definitely watching this.
Well, it looks like a flat-out horror movie, like a horror crime kind of crime.
That's definitely crime.
Silence of the Lambs kind of thing. Yeah, but
they have
with
like,
gore and scary, bloody, painful stuff.
I know, that's awesome. So they have like the police clashing with the traditions of like these more traditional kind of small villages. Like it looks like they have some sort of rituals happening, and then the cops probably trying to figure out, I'm seeing it's kind of like, is this maybe a ritual kind of killing? You know, they're probably going to think that. So it sounds kind of fascinating. I kind of like it when there's that clash, because you kind of go, who's more evolved really? Like when you see like the modern cop come in and he all does not understand the deeper meanings of like how people relate to nature or, spirituality. It's kind of fascinating. This looks pretty fun.
Yeah. Or somehow the way people blame the more vulnerable people, it's like if something terrible happens, the people in power start blaming the people who are the most vulnerable,
Totally.
And
the narrative, it's tackling a lot of things. So there is caste bias, which is very common in rural part of India. There are the cycles of violence that we saw in the trailer. And there is also moral ambiguity as such. Who's done it and what?
Maybe they had a good reason. Yeah.
It's interesting. They were showing a lot of things. It is a mystery.
Yeah.
They are adding a cultural and a mystical layer to it, because they also were showing the village deity, how the rural, the people in the village, they were praying to certain goddess, like called the Gram Devata. And so there is this battle between spirituality versus as it is a criminal or something. So
that's cool.
Yeah, it's quite deep,
Yeah.
That looks really. But Ramesh, tell me, are they going to kill that goat? Because I can't watch it if they are.
Sacrifices are pretty common.
Oh no! Maybe the cop will interrupt.
Maybe the cop might stop him from doing it.
Maybe Brienne will step in and say, "No more killing."
No more. Exactly.
If anybody gets that reference,
Yeah,
but
I know.
But I never
save the goats.
So the lead actor who's playing the cop, if you recall, he was in Farzi as well with Shahid Kapoor, his friend.
Yeah, I loved Farzi.
So he's intense in this trailer. Like, and Farzi is just like a sidekick,
right?
Yeah,
happy-go-lucky kind of a person. But here it's
such a good
he's
show.
like super intense.
I love that. Really cool.
So,
yeah, I like it. It looks cool. And again, like I said, like ZEE5 is great because we can see it immediately. We don't have to wait for this online streaming thing. They're bringing it out.
Right. It looks a little bit kind of pushed a little bit as far it almost like pushed into like maybe horror territory because there's a whole lot of bodies being dragged, and like Kathy was saying, the head is missing and all these kind of that when going back to films that I know from my own country, the film Silence of the Lambs, when that came out, people didn't know how to react to it because it was a horror film, but it was also a really well-made film, and it won Academy Awards. And it was strange to a lot of people that a horror film would win Academy Awards. That just never happened. But so people, since it was getting so much attention with Academy Awards, people were saying, "Oh, therefore it must not be a horror film."
Yeah, they remarketed it as more like a crime thriller, which it kind of was.
Yeah,
but it definitely had some horror roots in it for sure.
But this looks like one of those kind of crime, like a crime drama that has horror elements.
Yeah, as the tagline says, "Beast Within," which is literal and metaphorical, reflecting both personal and social
Who's the
monsters.
beast?
Yeah, I don't think a guy turns into a monster in this movie. I think it's more, and it's more like, what would you be pushed to do if things got to a certain degree, and how far would you go if you. Yeah,
it comes out September 26th, and we have a poster. It's kind of like I kind of like this because it's all surreal. Like he's on a road, and then the cliffs. If you turn this poster around, it becomes a whole nother environment on each side. It has its own point of view, which is pretty cool and complicated. Like, whoa. So
it's
I really
got its
like
own
that.
reality. Each section has its own version of reality, I guess. The idea, like the cops, the science, the modern technology with the car and flashlights and everything, and then you have the different other aspects.
Yeah, the different realities. And I get severed head laying there in the poster, which
it's interesting. The regular word, the usual word that we use in Hindi or even Urdu is Janwar. So this one, he was saying Janaawar, which also means the same, but I think it's kind of intrigues the audience to, see what it is, or why did they choose this title?
Why did they choose it?
Like he's pronouncing it in an unusual way. He's pronouncing it in kind of.
It's like you see that JAN with a double A.
2 A's.
So, instead, you only have there's no A in between. So Janwar versus Janaawar. It's different, but it means the same. So yet they chose this different word.
I always heard that there was kind of a pause when you had two vowels like that in a word, like that are not usually next to each other, like A's. I mean, if there's two O's, it goes to a ooh kind of sound, but two A's, I always felt like that was kind of a indicates that you sort of pause there, like Janaawar.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's kind of nice. This trailer, they're actually showing a lot of stuff. You see, it's basically they have different scenes on the cube, the sides of the cube. The bottom left is more about, I think, the village festival or something,
right?
Some kind of a ritual, and then the right side, there is something hidden. But we don't
see
know.
Lightning striking some sort of monolithic structure. I can't really see it very well.
But you also see the body without its head. So
hey,
we see it. Just keep going. You'll find the body.
Right.
The head is on the top. So
the head's on the top.
It's kind of like it's the murder has brought these two realities or these two points of view together. So it's kind of like
and they have to figure out which side of the cube to go to find the rest of the solution, right?
Pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool.
So which way do we go? Do we go right or we go left to find the solution? Yeah.
It's a very complicated poster. So good job on that. That's
like a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, that was very cool. So yeah, so let us know in the comments what you know. What do you think it's about? What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, definitely let us know who the beast is. Is it the cop, the
Who's the beast?
Or something supernatural?
Definitely.
Yeah, is there a supernatural element to it?
That's right.
I'm okay with that too.
And does the goat live? Someone tell me.
Yeah, does the goat live?
Yeah. Does the goat live? We gotta find out. All right.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.